if somebody has a show. You've worked with Victoria's Secret models and everybody wants to know, what are they doing to prep? How far out does somebody need to be thinking about their skin if they have a red carpet, if someone's getting married, if someone's walking a runway?
You don't do anything that it's too strong. You don't do any experiment on the skin before shows or event. Use just product that you trust and you know them already. Everyone gets some imperfection in the skin. It's there, even for the most beautiful women. For me, it's like, okay, we can live with it.
Well, we're always the most self-conscious when it comes to ourselves, and then we don't see flaws in other people. What is the most underrated beauty habit for great skin long-term?
We need to use product consistently and all the time. There is no magic. I respect my skin. I'm nourishing. It's really important to take care about the barrier, to protect, to renew the skin, and not to do something very aggressive. I believe that skin, like life, you need to respect it and give you back. When you have big issue with acne, you have to clean your skin, use a light moisturizer, sunscreen of course, and a good mask that can solve it. But never try to dry your skin too much. Just work on the balance. When you dry your skin, you get more acne.
How should people care for their neck differently than their face? This is something people ask all the time.
Yes, you know why? A few years ago when we started with the Zoom, the neck became an issue.
Can people exfoliate daily?
Yes.
How should they do that? Mimi Luzon, are you well?
Yes. Yes.
Despite getting off a very long flight, right?
Yes, after a long flight, but I'm really excited and happy.
Yeah, so happy to have you here. Well, let's start with a little bit of a rapid fire lightning round, and we can come back to some of these and answer them more in depth. But what is one skincare step that you will never skip, no matter how tired you are?
Take off the makeup and, do a night routine. It's something that even when I'm dead, I'm using the right product. Yes. I'm not skipping, not morning routine, not night routine. Never, never.
Are you a morning cleanser?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, of course.
We'll
double cleanser.
Yeah. Morning double cleanse?
Yes. Morning and evening.
Okay. We'll come back to that one.
Mm-hmm.
What is the most underrated beauty habit for great skin long-term?
To understand that it's a long-term relationship with the skin, so we need to use product consistently and to use it all the time, and there is no magic. So you have to understand that this is, something that you have to do all the time, all your life, to have a great skin.
Consistency, right? What is a product category that you think people overcomplicate?
I think the biggest problem with the acid and retinoid, that they are really good and powerful tools for the skin, but you need to know how to use it. You need to use it in the right way. You need to get the right prescription for yourself, to get a guidance, somebody that guide you how to use it, and then you get amazing result. If no, can make big damage to the skin.
What is a treatment that you think is worth the hype and one that you think is not worth the hype?
I have to say that I know that there is a lot of discussion about the salmon sperm, but I love it and I think it was the hype.
Injections or topical?
Injection.
Okay.
Injection. It really improve the quality of the skin. You can see the change, but you need to understand that it's not filler and it's not decreasing the wrinkle, but it really improved the skin quality. And something that can I say? I really think that in any treatment you have, benefits. So I cannot say that it doesn't worth it. But there are some of them that it's less, the vampire. I don't see anything amazing with this. But for sure, there is something that it makes the skin.
Since you just did a long haul flight, are you doing skincare on your flight when you travel or no?
Oh my God. You can see me. I didn't have Wi-Fi in this flight. So it was like, okay, cleaning the skin, using a serum, a cream, and then a sleeping on mask, and then another cream. And then I take off again. And it was amazing because every time I clean my skin on the flight, I saw that my skin is still dirty. So I did it, I think, 5 times. But usually I'm doing treatment during the flight, even if it's short flight. Not to Greece, but short flight.
Well, your skin looks amazing.
Thank you.
It's working.
You see, because I know I'm going to meet you and say after such a long flight, I need to do something. So I did 5 sessions.
Amazing. So tell us about how you first got into skincare to begin with.
I got into skincare because I really love all the things of beauty, aesthetics. First, I wanted to study design, and then when I get deeper to the beauty industry, I understood that skincare is not just, putting a cream on your skin. It's much more than that. It's lifestyle, how you feel with yourself. You can change people's life when you're talking about self-confidence. And the growth in the house that my mother always, I'm talking about 50 years ago, she always was about skincare, and she did treatment. Even she doesn't have a lot of money, she always go to do facial. So it was always surrounding me. And I really wanted to do something different with beauty, to combine it with lifestyle. And when I started, it was really innovative. But now it's all about, you understand that it's not just a cream that you use on your skin. It's much more than that if you want to get beautiful skin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's dive into that a little bit. So tell everybody kind of what your philosophy and your approach is to beauty.
I think, first of all, the idea behind beauty and skincare is, longevity, long-term relationship with cream and with treatment. You need to understand exactly what you use for your skin. And it's something that you need to understand that it's not just, as I said before, the cream or the treatment that you do. It's much more than that. How you live, how you sleep, what you eat, the gym that you do, everything together will give you the most amazing skin.
Yeah, I think that there's a lot of misconceptions, obviously, around skincare and what it takes to have good skin. And I see, at least on my little corner of the internet, that people conflate a lot of things. So they think that you go get one treatment and that's going to give you good skin forever, or you go and you get a surgery even, and that's going to give you good skin, or you get Botox and that's your skincare. And it really is so holistic. And I really, like you, I think view it as more of a lifestyle thing and a self-care thing. And I even noticed, like last night I went out, I had pasta, I was up late, I didn't sleep well, I had Pilates this morning, it killed me, I'm dying. And my skin is like, I see it in my face.
Yes, exactly. Because it's really from inside to outside. There's nothing else. And there is no magic.
Mm-hmm.
There's no magic. It's, you have to go to run with your skin until you go, 100 years.
Did you ever make any major skin mistakes growing up? Obviously, you had the influence of your mother, but I know for me, my mom was very into skincare, and she really tried to ingrain in me to stay out of the sun, and I did not. I was so tan. I was in the tanning beds. I was tanning in the real sun. I mean, as dark as could possibly be. And where you live, there are a lot of people, different skin tone and different genetics and all that, and that comes into play. But I always say that's my one regret in life. Did you have anything like that, or were you pretty compliant?
My first mistake before I became esthetician, I went to one of the class after I was visiting south of Israel, and I was really tan. And the teacher looked at me and she said, okay, for you, the course is finished. I said, what? I'm the best student here. And she said, no, if you don't understand how much damage you make to your skin because of the sun. And then since then, I was 21 until now, I always skip the sun. So this is an old mistake. But then when I became esthetician, many years ago, I was much more aggressive with my skin, with the treatment. I started use many deep peeling, and now I really, more gentle. I understand. I respect my skin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was going to ask you how your approach has evolved, if it has, over the years that you've been doing this. Is that the main thing?
I really skip a very aggressive treatment. I respect my skin. I'm nourishing. I take care about the barrier. I think it's really important to take care about the barrier, to protect, to renew the skin, and not to do something very aggressive. I really believe that skin, like life, you need to respect it and give you back.
Let's get into the skin barrier, because that is very trendy. It's kind of a buzzword right now. And I think a lot of people don't even really.
Hailey.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thanks
I really
Hailey.
thanks her for that.
Yeah. But a lot of people don't really even know what it is and how it functions and why it's so important. So why don't you explain that to the audience?
I can say that, like a coat that cover you, the barrier cover the skin. It really protect the skin. So we cannot take off and exfoliate all the time. We really need that. So we call it it's like the pH of the skin, and it's cover the skin, and it's all together that protect the skin from the environment. And we need to protect, to nourish, and not just to take off and to do exfoliate and everything. In one hand, we have to take off, and the other hand, we need to build. So the barrier is the cover, is the tapete of our skin, and we need to take care about that.
What are the biggest things that impede on the health of that barrier? Is it overexfoliation? Is it things like chemical peels and lasers and things like that?
Because chemical peel and laser, if you do it in the right way, is okay. But overexfoliated, too much cleansing the skin, and this is what can destroy the barrier.
What are the signs so that the listeners know that their barrier could be compromised?
The skin become really, really sensitive. Sometimes you see people that use retinoid or something like that, retinol or stuff like that the skin becomes super glowy, but not in a normal way. And the skin peel off and everything is itching and can cause some sensitivity to the skin. So it's really something that you better avoid. It's okay. You need to do to exfoliate. You need to clean the skin, to help the skin to renew in a better way, but not exaggerate. Always think that you need to rebuild after.
Yeah. I started to go viral for my skin routines a couple years ago, and I was doing the Jan Marini system, which I still love, but it was glycolic cleanser followed by vitamin C, followed by a triple acid serum, followed by, because I had some melasma at the time, it was a product that had a little bit of retinol in it, followed by, in the morning, just moisturizer and SPF. But then at night, all of that and a product that was a retinol and a benzoyl peroxide, a trans retinol and a benzoyl peroxide together. I mean, it was so much exfoliation. And anytime I had any expert in skincare on my podcast, they're like, how do you have skin on your face?
At the end, how do you have skin?
Yeah. Yes. And it was very dewy and glowy. And I think that it's formulated in a way where even though there are all of those actives, they're pretty gentle and they're synergistic and they're working together. Candice Marino, I don't know if you know her.
Yes, I know.
Put me on it. Yes. And I had cystic acne at the time. It cleared it. It was amazing for me.
Again, it's dependent on the skin type.
Yeah.
Sometimes if the skin is sick, it's okay.
Yeah.
But people getting from all these things in social media, and the skin is very delicate and sensitive from the beginning, and then they start to exfoliate, and this is a problem.
Yeah. Can people exfoliate daily? How should they do that?
In a light way. Use I use glycolic acid combined with other different acid together, but in very specific concentration, but just use it during the night and then in the morning put sunscreen. I never recommended to use any kind of acid in the morning because of the sun. It depends where you live, but most of the countries that we have some sun in the morning and light, and also this light. So it's better not to use any acid in the morning, just in the night, and then in the morning, sunscreen.
What is your ideal routine, morning and night? If you were to build just a minimalist routine, like a basic routine for a beginner.
My ideal or my minimalist? It's
okay,
different.
We'll do both. We'll do both then.
Okay, so my ideal, it's depends on the skin type, but first of all, I'm using kind of very light. I'm going from the light to the heavy one. So it's very light serum that make the skin tone even. And then I'm using my Skin Core. That's my favorite serum, that is kind of serum with oil together. That it's nourishing, protecting, renew the cells. And then I'm using a cream that's called Rosy, that it's also give the skin moisturizer and nourishing the skin. But it's with different kind of roses that help to renew the cells, rebuild the collagen fiber. And then Glass Skin that give the skin this dewy effect and the flawless effect. And then, so, of course, sunscreen in the morning. And then we go to the night. And then I'm using this cocktail of acid that we call Get Even Water that help to renew the cells in a better way. I'm using it every day and I don't need to wash it. This is a very good one. And then a serum with stem cells and then a cream with stem cells and a good night.
No
and
retinol?
No, eye cream, neck cream, of course, I forgot.
Mm-hmm. How should people care for their neck differently than their face? This is something people ask all the time.
Yes, you know why? Because now, not now, like few years ago, when we started with the Zoom, the neck became an issue because people that treat the skin in the face, and then they treat the body, and this is a neglected area. So they need to use a cream, specific cream that's really good for the neck, that it's firm. This area, the skin is very delicate. and they use it with effleurage movement from the chin to the heart. In this movement, very easy, not like this, very easy movement, and it's amazing. It's really well. Morning and evening.
That's debunking a skincare myth, I think, because everybody says to do it up. You need to be applying in upward strokes because then it's going to pull your face down. I'm like, but when you have lotions and there's slip there, like you're not pulling anything.
Anyway, my hand cannot pull anything up or down.
Yeah.
It's just intuitive to do it like this. From here, you go to the heart. From the leg, you go to the heart. So it's okay. I believe, I told you, I respect my skin. I work with it very in a gentle way because I really want to take care about my skin and to do the things in the right way. And anything that's too much and aggressive.
You work with a lot of high-profile people. You have models and celebrities and people that everybody would be familiar with listening. I won't make you name names, or are there common issues that you see people come in that they're doing with their skin that you then have to correct? Like some of these beliefs of, for example, exfoliating all the time or slugging. There's so many trends.
Yes, but most of them, I really taking care about the skin, and they understand that, this is one of the tools that they are working with. So they do the right treatment. They also have some problem, even you see a girl that is one of the most beautiful, and she also has some issues. So it's not that they are skipping these things, but all the girls that I met really take care about skin. They understand that this is a tool that they need to keep, so they have long-term relationship with the skin. They're doing all the treatment easy, especially before shows. You don't do anything that it's too strong. You don't use product. You don't do any experiment on the skin before shows or event. You use just product that you trust and you know them already. And the same with the treatment. Of course, no downtime, nothing that irritates. So I never met. No, one of the issues that they are struggling with is puffiness after flight and many, many shows. So we are more about drainage and stuff like that really take off all the water from the skin.
And you do that with lymphatic?
Yes.
Yeah, just gentle
really
lymphatic?
Yes, I love lymphatic massage for the face.
Oh,
yes.
Me too. I've only actually, I guess when I get facials, they do massage.
Yes.
And I have a place here in LA that I love just for massage only. Mm-hmm. But I have done lymphatic massage after I did facial, like cosmetic procedures. Mm-hmm. And it was crazy, the difference.
Yes.
With
it's
like
amazing.
the most gentle. I mean, people think that sometimes you need to be like really in there and it's different with the lymphatic system.
You just spoke about the massage movement. Mm-hmm. Also, the lymphatic massage, when you do it, you go back and forward, back and forward. You don't do anything that it's too deep because it's very clever. I really love this massage.
I heard somebody make the analogy that the lymphatic system, or like when you're draining it, it's like straws. So if you're pressing too hard, you're blocking it.
Yes, exactly.
And I think that that's something that also gets kind of lost in translation. Online, you see people doing a lot of massage, and then you just feel like the instinct is to get in there to sculpt, right?
Yes, yes. This was one of the biggest issues. People taking everything from the social. Some things are good, but a lot of things are wow.
Is there anything that drives you crazy that you see?
Toothpaste on pimples, people doing massage like too aggressive, using product. I met so many clients that when they came and said, I can say in a minute which influencer influenced them and what they bought from her. And I said, okay, but you are not the same. If you don't struggle with any problem, it's okay that you try many things. But if you have a problem, go to an expert and ask what you need to use. I really believe that skincare is kind of prescription that you need to have for your skin, not just to take everything from your mother, from your friend.
Hopefully nobody has come in with the 11-step Jan Marini system. Sorry.
No, it's okay. But sometimes it's good, Yeah. Maybe it's better now, but people just think it's the same. That, okay, I want to be beautiful. If I have done, I look skinnier, I look like that. And yes, I'm going to do it. I don't care about what's going to be when I will be 40. And then you become 40.
Yeah.
And then you see the damage.
Yeah.
And then they can, I cannot solve this problem. All my décolleté is looking like, I don't know. So,
yeah.
And then they pay a lot of money. and suffering for treatment that's really painful.
Yes.
So all the people that hear us that are young,
I know.
don't do it.
I talk a lot about how consistency is really what drives results when it comes to fitness, but we all know that it can be really hard to stay consistent when you're traveling, you're busy, or you are just not in the mood to spend an hour in the gym. And this is one of the reasons why I have loved and used Obé Fitness for years. What I appreciate most is that it takes the guesswork out of working out. So instead of scrolling endlessly, trying to decide what workout to do, you have structured programs and expert-led classes that help you keep on track and keep you progressing. I especially love their Pilates and yoga sculpt classes. They are challenging, effective, and fit very seamlessly into my routine. So whether I'm at home or traveling, it's so easy to stay consistent because the workouts can be done anywhere. Some are as short as 10 minutes, which is perfect for those days when you don't have a ton of time but still want to do something for yourself. They also have strength training, cardio, HIIT, recovery, mobility. So everything is in one place, and you can find exactly what you're looking for by filtering results based on what equipment you have, how much time you have, your fitness level, and so much more. So if you're looking for a fitness platform that makes it easier to stay committed and actually build momentum, I definitely recommend checking out Obé. You can try Obé Fitness free for 30 days now at obefitness.com with the code WELL. That's obefitness.com, and use the code WELL for your free 30-day trial. I want to talk about something that genuinely caught my attention because the concept just made so much sense to me, and it is the cycle routine from Daily Basis. So one thing I've talked about a lot on this show is that women aren't just small men. Our hormones shift throughout the month, our energy shifts, our nutritional needs shift, and yet most supplements are designed as if those things don't exist. So that is what made me very curious about Daily Basis. Instead of creating one formula for every day of the month, they created two. So there's Replenish, which you take during the first half of your cycle, and Balance, which you take during the second half. I also appreciate that it's formulated with an OBGYN, it's third-party tested, and uses bioavailable forms of nutrients. It's just a powder that you mix into water once a day, which really simplifies things for me because I'm always looking for ways to streamline my routine. And while everybody's experience is different, what I have personally noticed is really feeling more supported and consistent throughout the month, especially, like I said, in that second half of my cycle when I'm usually dealing with some pretty erratic energy and mood fluctuations, as well as anxiety and insomnia. I feel like it's just that foundational support that I think often gets overlooked when we are talking about wellness. So if you're curious and you want to learn more, they are giving my listeners 30% off your first month. Go to dailybasislife.com/well or use the code WELL at checkout for 30% off your first month. Again, that's dailybasis.com/well, and the code is WELL. If you follow me on socials, then you probably know that I have been wearing Vuori for years. It's one of those brands that I reach for, whether I'm headed to a workout, if I'm getting on a flight, running errands, or even just working from home. Their pieces somehow manage to be incredibly comfortable while still looking polished and put together. I love the All the Form leggings and bras. They have that perfect balance of support and comfort. They are flattering enough that I don't feel like I need to immediately change after a workout, and they are so buttery soft. I just honestly crave wearing them every day. And if you've ever tried Vuori's Dream Knit fabric, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It is just so unbelievably soft. So what I love most is how versatile everything is. When I'm traveling, I want pieces that can do double duty, and Vuori is always the first thing that I pack. Their clothes are lightweight, comfortable, easy to move in, and chic enough that I can go from Pilates to lunch to a travel day without feeling underdressed or overly sporty. So Vuori really is not your average activewear brand. It's performance apparel inspired by that effortless California lifestyle. It's designed to look great well beyond the gym. The quality is incredible. The fit is amazing. And they are pieces that I genuinely wear on repeat. So Vuori is an investment in your happiness. For my listeners, they are offering 20% off your first order at vuori.com/well. That's VUORI.com/well. I want to rewind a little bit to what you were saying about if somebody has a show, right? You've worked with Victoria's Secret models and everybody wants to know, what are they doing to prep? You mentioned not doing any kind of different treatments, not anything with downtime, not using different products. But how far out does somebody need to be thinking about their skin if they have a red carpet, if they have, if someone's getting married, if someone's walking a runway, whatever the case is?
Very good questions. It will not be night before.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be weeks, sometimes months, but you need to plan. Sometimes with models, girls that I know for years, they have a whole program for one year. Because, the time that they can do really deep treatment is very, very short, because they always have something. So they need to plan and to make a program before, a word season, before a big shows. So you need to plan. So you need to have a program for all year long, 12 months as a year. So it should be like that. Also for a wedding.
Yeah.
I always say, when you order the dress, order the treatment.
Really?
Exactly.
Okay, let's get into that a little bit. So say that you had somebody getting married in 6 months.
Okay.
What kind of program would you put together for them? Would you have them coming in for facials every other week, weekly, monthly?
No.
What does that look like?
Again, it depends on the skin situation, but let's say like kind of normal, regular, although I think normal skin just 3 years old and then it's changed. But we need to create a program. The first to repair, to renew the cells, to work on the skin condition. And then as much as we go closer to the wedding or to the event, we do work about rebuilding the collagen, tightening the skin, snatched. And the day, even before the wedding or the event, we do like a glow treatment. Like we working with radio frequency, laser, always combine devices in my treatment. EM face, it's really amazing. Day before the event, it's really snatched everything up.
Really?
Yes.
I've always wondered about that.
Wow, it's crazy.
Really? Okay.
It's really one of my favorite treatments.
Uh-huh.
But 3 months ago, you can do like microneedling that are really with Biosome, that is really work amazing on the skin texture. And then it depends on the skin situation. If you have melasma, you need to work maybe 9 months before.
Yeah.
Yes.
How do you like to treat melasma?
With active ingredients in the treatment. I'm using also IPL. I think it's really good for melasma. And I combine it with product that I give to the client to use at home, with kojic acid, with the alpha-arbutin, and everything to make the skin more even. And then in the morning, something that protects from the melanin production.
Mm-hmm.
It's really important.
How do you feel about things like red light?
I have many. In one side, I really like it, but in the other end, I read many research that it's not so good for melasma. It really increased the melasma. Someone even wrote that it's okay for the hair growth. So if you have a mask, put it on your hair. But for the skin, for melasma, I'm not sure about it. I don't use it for melasma.
Yeah. I've heard both sides. I was recording with somebody. Do you know Amy Chang? You should go on her podcast.
She's good? Okay.
Yeah. She has melasma and she uses the Current Body and she said it actually helped her melasma. I think that one doesn't get warm.
The mask, the red light mask?
Yeah, the mask. But then I know other people who've used them who it's really exacerbated it. So
I think melasma is very, very personal. Each one of my clients, it's a different treatment. This is what I say. You need to create the right program for each situation because you don't know from where is the pigmentation, how it happens. So it's really depend. And the most important thing, it's again, not to make any trauma to the skin. Just do it gently, respect your skin, and then it will be, because it's more intuitive when you have melasma to do everything you can, to put all the creams, many acid, many things that brighten the skin and make the skin even. And I think it's something that you need to understand. Okay, I have a problem. It's like Catholic wedding. Somebody that have pigmentation, it's something that there, and you need to take care from the sun, to put sunscreen, to use the right product, and then you have a result. But go slowly and sure.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of skincare is practicing restraint because the instinct is to do everything. Like I had cystic acne, like I mentioned, in 2022. It just kind of came out of nowhere and it was like horrible all over my cheeks, my jaw, my neck, behind my ears, like everywhere. And nothing had changed in my lifestyle. I'm I eat very clean and I meditate, and I was going through kind of a stressful event. So that could have been it. But, I felt like I was doing everything right. And at the same time, my skin, where I didn't have the acne, it was clogged, but it was dry, but it was sensitive. And I was trying everything. You want to just try everything to get rid of it. When really I feel like the things that are most effective is like scaling back and being more restrained when it comes to treating it.
Yes, but this is the things. This is what I'm trying to educate and to explain to the client. For you, it could work, but for somebody else to do so many things, I can understand it, because I know that if you have something and it's not something that you used to live with, you want to finish with it. It cannot be there. But sometimes you need to understand that it's a process. It's not a magic. And when I see that someone cannot stand and cannot be in this process, sometimes I send it to medication, because there is no other way. Yeah. If you don't have the patient, and you need to understand that there is steps for that. And so maybe there is other way to get rid from acne, cystic acne or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, I went on spironolactone at the time, and that helped a lot. And then I was able to go off of it. Because
you struggle with it, because you get stress and it's more acne. And then again, and stress and more acne.
Yeah.
So meditation, calm down. But then you say, okay, go to the mirror and you see that. It's okay. But, when you explain to people, or you go to the process and you go step by step, or you go to medication and you finish with it.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's better.
Can you say, I mean, everybody is different, but is there something that seems to work best for people with acne? Like, is there a formula that you go to with different products when you have clients that are struggling with it?
Cleaning the skin, and don't use a lot of products specific with acne. It's something that I found out during the year I'm working in 40 years in the beauty industry, that when you have a cystic acne, big issue with acne, you have to clean your skin, use a light moisturizer, sunscreen of course, and a good mask that can solve it or help you. But never try to dry your skin too much. Just work on the balance. We're always talking about balancing. But with acne, it's really important, because when you dry your skin, you get more acne.
I remember back in the day, like in high school, when we were getting breakouts, we would put toothpaste on them.
I just thought about it. Talk about
it. You did?
No, this is crazy.
Yeah. We would go in the tanning bed with our face because we were trying to dry it out.
Good solution. Tanning bed, it's the best. My God, this is something. No, this is somebody. It's just take it out from everywhere. It's crazy.
They're still around, which is shocking to me.
Yes.
I've talked about this before. I had a rash. This is like such a tangent aside, but I had a rash called pityriasis rosea. Do you know it?
Yes.
And it's not eczema, but I don't know. It doesn't respond to anything. And I went into like a deep hole because it was from my waist to my neck. It was so itchy, so uncomfortable, and so relentless. Like nothing worked. I was like bathing in Selsun blue. I mean, all these different kinds of things. And somebody said the only thing that makes it go away is a tanning bed. And I was so desperate at the time that I was like, okay, I never thought I would do this again. But and I went. I found a tanning bed. I covered myself in sunscreen. I wore clothes and everything except for the exposed area. And I went in for like 2 minutes every other day for like a week or something, like bare minimum. And it went away. It was crazy, but my dermatologist said, we have UV boxes. Like
that's what I wanted to say. Exactly. Just took the word from my mouth.
Yeah.
Yes, there is UV boxes for that.
Yes, that can help with things like eczema, right? Or psoriasis.
The things with the tanning bed that it's much more worse than the sun.
Yeah.
Because it goes directly to your skin.
Yes. Yeah. I know. I'm surprised that they probably don't even have them in Israel, do they?
No, there is in Israel.
Oh, there is?
Going.
Really?
Yes. Unfortunately, people like to be tan, and they don't understand. They understand, like I have so many clients that said, okay, I understand the problem, but I want to be tan. Okay. And then they come in the winter and they do the treatment for the pigmentation. And then in the summer, they went back to the sunbed or the sun or whatever. But I have to say that people are more educated about the damage of sunlight and all this.
Yeah, when I was doing it, it was like over 20 years ago. And I think when you're young, like I was a teenager, you just don't really ever think that that there are going to be consequences.
Yes, and the all, I think maybe it's better now, but people just think it's the same. That okay, I want to be beautiful. If I have done, I look skinnier, I look like that, and yes, I'm going to do it. I don't care about what's going to be when I will be 40, and then you become 40, and then you see the damage, and then they go, I can solve this problem. All my décolleté is looking like I don't know. So and then they pay a lot of money and suffering for treatment that's really painful.
Yes.
So all the people that hear us that are young, don't do it.
I was telling the instructor at Forma today because she was like, oh, I just love a natural tan. And I said, listen, I understand, but I turned 40 this year.
Oh my God, you look so good.
Thank you. A lot of us spend a lot of time thinking about which supplements to take, but not nearly enough time thinking about whether we are actually absorbing them. And this is what I find so compelling about the Absorption Company. Their entire focus is on solving what they believe is one of the biggest problems in the supplement industry, which is, yes, absorption. So take berberine, for example. It's one of the most talked about supplements for blood sugar support, cravings, and metabolic health. Some people even call it nature's Ozempic, but what surprised me is learning that most berberine supplements absorb incredibly poorly, and the Absorption Company developed a berberine specifically designed for better bioavailability, so your body can utilize more of what you're taking, and they apply that same philosophy to their entire line. So their magnesium is another product that caught my attention because magnesium plays a role in everything from sleep and stress regulation to recovery, yet many forms aren't absorbed particularly well. And another really interesting product that they have is a WLP1, which supports weight management with ingredients clinically proven to increase natural GLP-1 by 321% with none of the trade-offs of prescription GLP-1s. So what I appreciate a lot is that they aren't just focused on adding more ingredients, they're focused on helping your body actually use them, which feels like a much smarter place to start. So start taking supplements your body can actually absorb. Go to absorbmore.com and enter the code WELL at checkout for up to 35% off your first order. That's absorbmore.com. The code is WELL for up to 35% off your first order. We need to talk about protein powder. It is something that so many of us are consuming every single day, and a lot of us are not really thinking about what is actually in it. What surprised me was learning that some independent testing has found concerning levels of contaminants in a lot of popular protein powders, which is one of the reasons why I love Puree's grass-fed whey protein. So what I love about Puree is their commitment to transparency. Every batch is third-party tested for more than 200 contaminants, and they are the only supplement brand that publishes the results online. You can literally scan the QR code on your bag and see the testing for your specific batch. Of course, it also has to taste good, and that is honestly why I keep using it. The bourbon vanilla is my absolute favorite. I add it to my oats or my yogurt bowls in the morning. It gives the best vanilla flavor without a bunch of unnecessary ingredients and without that weird sweet aftertaste. I know that you know what I'm talking about. Each serving delivers 21 grams of protein from grass-fed cows with just a handful of clean ingredients. It just feels good knowing exactly what you're getting, which is clean protein, tested for safety, and completely transparent. So right now you can use the code WELL at puree.com/well to get 32% off your first Puree grass-fed whey protein order when you start a subscription. Plus, you'll receive a free premium shaker bottle with your first subscription order. That's PUORI.com/well, and the code is WELL at checkout for this limited time offer. I don't have to tell you guys that sometimes you just need a good reset day, and that is why I have to tell you about Resort Pass. It gives you access to luxury hotel pools, spas, and cabanas without booking an overnight stay, which is amazing. There are no membership fees, no complicated planning, just book a day pass in a few minutes and enjoy the amenities. Passes start at just $25, and they even offer same day bookings for those days when you just need a break. I think so many of us fall into the trap of believing that relaxation has has to be earned or that we need some major getaway on the calendar before we can truly recharge. But sometimes a single day by a beautiful pool, a spa treatment, or a few just uninterrupted hours reading in a cabana can completely change your mood and energy. And what I think is so cool about Resort Pass is how easy they make it. They partner with more than 2,500 luxury hotels and resorts across the US, Mexico, and the Caribbean. So whether you're planning a girls' day, a solo wellness day, celebrating something special, or you just need a break from your normal routine, there are so many options. More than 6 million guests have already booked through Resort Pass, and they have over 100,000 five-star reviews. It's one of those things that really feels indulgent, but in reality, it's just making time for yourself without all of the hassle that usually comes with planning a trip. So visit resortpass.com/well to get $20 off your first booking of $100 or more. That's resortpass.com/WELL for $20 off. Resort Pass, the day is yours. I was able to laser like any areas that I had pigmentation from back when I was tanning, but now it's the skin quality. I'm noticing where it's getting thin, and there's not a lot that you can do for that unless you have some kind of hacks like on your body where you start to see crepiness, like in the folds and
We have some
décolleté.
yes. No, you can do like a combination of IPL and to do like lasers, but it's really, treatment that you cannot go out. But I can tell you that I really say that I'm proud of myself that I really educate so many clients and I show them the result of going to the sun and what happened to the skin, especially with acne, with all this area of the décolleté, the wrinkle in this area. You want to go, almost naked, and then everything looks so old.
I know. We were in Saint-Tropez this summer, and there were
the cake.
Yeah, you see the women in their 60s and 70s who were in the sun their whole lives, and it's like, and it's interesting because now online, again, like social media, there's a whole camp of people who are anti-sunscreen.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes.
And I understand part of the argument. Vitamin D is good for you, sure. But that's completely different from what we're talking about, right?
Yes.
When it comes to sun protection.
No. It's like totally different.
Yeah.
You can walk in the sun. Like I do jogging like every morning, but 6 a.m. So there is light, not strong. And you can put hat, sunscreen, cover yourself. And, there's many ways to enjoy vitamin D, and also you can take supplements.
Yeah.
There's also another way.
Yeah, exactly. Should people be taking care of their skin differently throughout their decades, or does it just vary person by person? I mean, I have a lot of listeners in their 20s, and they're seeing everything on social media, and they're starting to do the Botox and fillers and lasers and and I'm like, crazy to me. When I was in my 20s, I'm like, enjoy being able to be beautiful and have like amazing skin and, not have to do all of the things.
So I think in the 20, you need to more protect your skin and get some new habit how to take care about the skin to get really on the skincare issues. I can say that I understand girls that want to do Botox because they see all these influencers that are doing Botox and but fillers, it's too much for me personally. You don't lose anything, so why you need to feel more on your skin? But when you get 30, you need to be more awareness about how to take care about the skin, to repair, to protect, and to do some more treatment that target skin problem. And in 40, again, we go to the barrier. We need to nourish, to renew the cells, to work on the rebuilding of the collagen fiber. And then we go up with the treatment.
Late 30s, early 40s, obviously hormones are changing and everything too.
Late 30, 40, it's like the hormone change around the latest 40.
Yeah.
Mid 40.
Yeah.
And then we need to change also the product and the skincare and the beauty routine.
Everything. Right? Our skin doesn't retain moisture as well.
Sometimes, yes. Sometimes we get even acne. Mm-hmm. The late acne. Sometimes the premenopause with acne. That it's, yes, people are really, I'm not teenager. Why I'm struggling with this problem? Yes. There is issues with the skin according to the age.
Yeah.
But it's like, you need to live with peace with your skin. It's like.
True. Yeah. My ex used to say it's not fair to get wrinkles and pimples at the same time. You think you're
First
done
of
with
all, you're right. People saw that when they have oily skin, they never get wrinkled. And it's so, like, this is a myth. Like, it's nothing.
It's a myth.
Yes.
Yeah.
No. Because first of all, the skin that is really thick, you get deeper wrinkles.
Yeah.
And when the skin is really thin, you get more wrinkled.
Oh, interesting.
So it's like, yes.
I'm the latter. I have thin skin.
But you take care about your skin so you don't never get wrinkled.
Yeah. Well, hopefully. Is there anything that you have personally learned about skin after working with so many people and so many different kinds of skin and all of that? Like, has your perspective changed on anything?
Yes. First of all, I understood that nobody perfect. Even the most beautiful women, she has some issues. So it's okay to have some issues. And as just mentioned before, to live in a good way and in peace with your skin, and to understand that the skin is like reflecting everything that we have inside. I saw so many faces, and it's like so many people that they have things inside that reflect the skin, and people that understand that they cannot live they're always struggling with skin issues. And when you educate them how to live in a good way with the skin, and that everything we can solve with treatment and product, everything we can solve. It can take time. It can be easy. It's sometimes more difficult, but at the end we can solve it. And it's not a problem. Skin cannot be a problem. It's kind of getting to the process and taking care about your skin all your life. And that you said before, it's not one shot. It never will be one shot. But the thing that you know that everyone gets some imperfection in the skin, and it's there, even for the most beautiful women. For me, it's like, okay, we can live with it.
Yeah. Well, we're always the most self-conscious when it comes to ourselves, and then we don't see flaws in other people.
Yes.
It's like the things that I'm insecure about, you probably wouldn't even notice, and vice versa.
Yes. And the skin is really something that it's really reflect your life.
Yeah.
And so many emotion in the skin issues. When you're young with acne, and then you go up and the skin is, many other issues with the skin, it's always there.
Yeah.
But we need to live in it.
Acceptance.
Yes. Accept it.
Acceptance is the beginning, right? Well, thank you so much for coming. That was
such
fun.
a pleasure.
And we didn't even get to, I know, we'll have to do a part 2 when I come there.
No problem. We can do the part 2 in Israel.
Yes, that would be so fun. You have an amazing line, which we didn't get to speak to, but we'll link everything in show notes so that people can find it.
Like all the products are like my kids. Like I love all of them. And the develop of each one of them take almost 1 year, like a pregnancy. So
amazing. Yeah. Tell everybody where they can find you and find your products.
They can find me online, also in Forward.
Oh, amazing. Yes. We love Forward.
Yes, me too.
Thank you.
It was such a pleasure to be here.
Likewise.